Welcome to THR On the Scene at Sundance. My name is Lena Dunham. This is my homie, Matt Wolf.
Hi, I'm Stacey Wilson from The Hollywood Reporter. So you're here to celebrate this incredibly sweet and insightful film, short film. It's me, Hilary, the man who drew Eloise.
I've always been obsessed with Eloise, the girl who lived at the plaza.
You have a tattoo on your back of Eloise,
I do.
That's right?
I have an Eloise tattoo, and somehow Hilary Knight, the man who drew Eloise, found out about my Eloise tattoo and reached out to me via paper mail, very old-fashioned. And I went over to visit him and have dinner with him, and I immediately recognized in him an incredible sort of eccentricity, whimsy, and strength that I felt needed to be captured, and Matt seemed like the perfect person for the job.
Like quickly, I think he told you that he had been videotaping his life for like a decade,
yeah.
Which is a nice thing to stumble upon, that kind of archive. And then I did a little digging and found some incredible like 50s Eloise archival, and we were like, we can do a bigger story.
Eloise is like the sort of like pissed off little riot girl inside of all of us, and that's why so many people have such a strong connection to the book, is because they identify the part of themselves that doesn't want to follow rules and doesn't feel governed by their parents and sort of wants to make mischief up and down the halls.
Right.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of appropriate her as this kind of like punky feminist icon from the 50s, which is so early.
Drawn by a man in his mid-20s, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Hilary's drawings and the look of those Eloise pictures is in my DNA. The creator of the creation that was my parts twin was getting in touch, and it was just a very visceral, chill-inducing experience.
This is my mother's costumes. It was as though I had known her all my life. We totally bonded. This little adorable thing here is myself, and with this little dress.
Were there children's books growing up that really resonated with you that still stick with you?
Goodnight Moon, Shel Silverstein.
You love Shel Silverstein. You have a cat named Shel.
I have, my cat's named Shel, yeah.
And all my tattoos are from children's books. So I have Eloise, I have a tattoo from Ferdinand the Bull, a tattoo from a book called Fairweather, I have a tattoo from a book called Pals, which was a little golden book. I love Olivia the Pig, which is a more modern, kind of an Eloise with a pig, if you will.
I never thought you are a children's literature fanatic. Actually,
it's one of my deep passions, and I read. Unfortunately or fortunately, I tend to read it before I go to sleep.
There's a lot of buzz about documentaries this year at Sundance. The two that I think people are most talking about are The Hunting Ground, which is about rape on college campuses, and of course Alex Gibney's Scientology film. Yeah. How important is it to you as filmmakers that films like these get exposed here in a way that we don't necessarily see, in a commercial context? And
I'm particularly excited about The Hunting Ground. I've been, working with my partners at Planned Parenthood to figure out the most successful way to, to promote the film and to make sure that it's something that not only college students, but parents, administrators, people in positions to make change, legislators, see this film. It's a very prescient film, and it's a very important time in our national dialogue for it to be coming out, and I'm so glad that, it's premiering here, and very soon it'll be in theaters, and that's really exciting.
That's what it's all about. We were playing a game this week called Best, First, Last, Worst. So today we thought we would do last. What is the last thing you Googled?
This woman I was meeting yesterday to see what she looked like.
That's a really good one. I'm trying to think. Last night I was in bed. I was Googling pictures of Bjork and her ex-husband.
That makes perfect sense.
Just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Just keeping it real.
And what is the last song you downloaded?
Oh, I downloaded that Bjork song.
Oh, the which one?
Well, the whole album.
Oh, Volvanica.
Yeah.
Volcanica.
After reading the interview that spawned you to Google
her husband. That's perfect. The last song I downloaded was ATM Jam by Azealia Banks and Pharrell.
I got racks to the ATM Jam. Tell me what
is the last thing you said yes to?
Octopus at the restaurant last night.
Playing this game, we could have just gone, no, we're not.
That is very true. That is so incredibly true. What is the last song you sang in the shower?
Adelaide's Lament from Guys and Dolls.
And furthermore, just from stalling the wedding trip, a person.
What is the last hashtag you used?
Hashtag Sundance. I just hashtagged Sundance a bunch of times this morning. You're less of a hashtagger.
I'm not a hasher, really.
No, he's on Instagram in a very artistic hashtag-free way. I've made some hashtag mistakes in my day.
We all have.
Hashtag mistake. Thank you for joining us here at THR On the Scene at Sundance. It's getting hot, hot,